Well, hey guys, hope you're doing all right. I've got my LA cap on. Hope you're being pleased. I don't have my Liverpool Football Club top on today. It's a little bit hot for that. But I hope you're having a great week, and I hope this weekend, July 4th weekend, you're going to have some chance to celebrate. We thought about renaming it Make America Great Britain Again Day, but we thought it might be politically insensitive, so we're not doing that, don't worry. But we'll be praying you have a great weekend. It's such a strange time out there, isn't it? But we're so grateful that you are on this journey with us. We're so grateful for all that God's doing. I've been reflecting over the last week about the story that God is writing through Vintage Pasadena. And even though we can't meet, even though many of you have not met each other, we're seeing God do amazing things, and we're hearing great testimonies and stories of God at work. So thank you for that. And if you've got a story, whether it's a little thing or a really big thing, we would love to hear it. And we're trying to do more and more shout outs in our Sunday services and through the week. So if you've got some news that you want to share with the rest of the community, please feel free to do that. We want to be a family together. A couple of bits of news from me. First is this Sunday morning, please do join me, 10:30, and the rest of the team. We're going to be finishing off our little series through Colossians chapter 4, 2-6, thinking about how we share our faith with others. Now, I don't know about you, but sharing faith can feel hard. It can feel like cringeworthy. It can feel difficult. Sometimes we feel like people don't want to hear about Jesus. But yet, I want to take us through these beautiful 4 verses which give us some real opportunity and tips and advice and instruction for how we can start to think about sharing that amazing hope of Jesus that we have in us with those that we love. So please join us for that. And then next Sunday, we have an amazing guest speaker. One of the people who has been so at the heart of the Vintage Pasadena journey. She's one of our greatest advocates. She's a great friend of ours. She's a great counsel and wisdom, a wise sage. Emmy Wilson is one of the pastors from HTB Church in London. She heads up all their prayer ministry. She's involved in Alpha, in prisons. She travels all over the world speaking and working with different churches. And she's going to be speaking to us, to the heart of our community. And she's going to be involved in prayer ministry with us on that Sunday. She's going to be thinking particularly about how we hear God's voice, how we can get into that place of ministering to one another, listening to the voice of God, and then speaking words of truth and life. So please, would you join me for that? I wish that I had a direct bit of information to tell you about services restarting. Hamilton, we're still wrestling backwards and forwards a little bit with PUSD, so please pray for that. We're also obviously trying to make a really wise decision in light of the news of COVID cases going up and all those kind of things. But don't hesitate, if you want to join in with one of the community groups. We've just added a new one last week. We've got community groups that meet Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays now. Some of them are mixed ages, some of them are for 20s, for 30s, across the spectrum, young families. We've got whatever you need. And there's such a place of blessing, such a place of encouragement. Some of them are now meeting in a socially distanced way in people's backyards and out and about. So I can't recommend highly enough being involved in one of the community groups. So have a great week. Thank you for all that you're doing. I'm going to be sharing a little bit more news, hopefully as well, about our kind of racial reconciliation, things that we're involved in, and some of the good news and ways that we're going to be continuing that story. So have a great week. Look forward to seeing you Sunday morning.